welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup shoot on this look right here. A holiday look that was easy. I only used one eyeshadow. I applied it with my fingers and a little bit of glitter. The only thing that's like has some level of difficulty is obviously a winged liner, but I do give you a tip on how to make it a little bit easier on yourself. And of course, if you don't want to add the wing, you don't have to. So I really hope you guys like it. I kind of just wanted to do one of those, oh, I have no nails. Update, no fake nails. Look at me. I also used all the items in my Ipsy Glam bag this month. And you guys, this is actually my last Ipsy Glam bag video. I've been an Ipsy stylist for 3 years. Now I'm kind of like graduating. So this is my last video with Ipsy. It's crazy. It's so crazy, but it's cool to see like all the new Ipsy stylists coming in. Just life, you know? Okay, so let's get started with the makeup tutorial. Boom, boom. One of the items that I got in my Ipsy Glam bag this month was the Clarista Retexturizing Gel. And this is just something that's supposed to smooth and hydrate your skin. It's also supposed to help with fine lines and dry patches. So you're just gonna wanna rub it into your skin and then cleanse it with warm water. Next, I'm gonna be using this Hanalei lip treatment. And this is just going to help my struggle lips right now. Hydrate them a little bit. They've been cracking really bad. So much skin prep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply my moisturizer. Drink of H2O by Tarte. It just works so nice. It feels like your skin is literally drinking a glass of water. Oh, and since I have no nails, I love putting on moisturizer. It's like a thing. I don't know why, but with nails, I felt like I couldn't really just like massage my face as well. This is a brand new jar. We just went through, well, somebody goes a little ham with it. I'm not gonna name any names, but someone needs to get their own.
Me? Why were you sipping tea when you said that?
Honestly, it was a coincidence. It was a coincidence that I felt thirsty at that moment. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my skin. I'm using this one by Make, and it's the Moonlight Primer. Now, this is really interesting because it's like a black consistency, which is strange. I've never seen that in a primer. It's supposed to blur in perfection. This is my first time trying it. This is another item I got in my bag. I like to pat primers into my skin. That way it like packs into my pores. Pack them in. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the eye makeup. And the eye makeup is gonna be really simple. So I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my lids first. I'm almost embarrassed to show you guys my primer because it looks really crusty. It's the Benefit Air Patrol Primer. I like to just use my finger. Now that I can use my finger, I feel like it's so great for me. It's a whole new world. I could use my finger before when I had nails as well, but it just wasn't as easy to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and pat this all over the lid and up to the brow bone. When I use this primer is when I want my skin to show through. With the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, I feel like it's really, really opaque, and so you don't see skin through it. It's nice because it does cancel out all the tones that I have on my lids, which you could see the difference here and here. You know, I don't actually mind those tones. It's funny because anytime I've ever posted like a no makeup or a no eyeshadow, people are like, we can tell you're wearing eyeshadow, but really it's just like I have a discoloration on my lids. So we're just gonna go on to the eyeshadow, and this eye look is gonna be really simple, easy to recreate. I'm gonna use the Urban Decay Diamond Dog Shadow. It's like a silver taupe shade, but it has a lot of silver reflex, and I'm just gonna apply that with my finger. I'm packing it on all over the lid.
This is very weird. It's like seeing a dog walking his hind legs.
It is weird, right? It's like a whole new me right now. You guys don't even know. Somebody left a comment saying that they loved my makeup looks, but they wanted something a little bit easier to recreate, skill level a little less. I totally agreed. So I was like, let me make one that's like really easy but still looks amazing. And most of the time, let's get real, like when I do my makeup, I never use a lot of eyeshadows. I actually do a lot less. There's always just like this pressure on YouTube to be doing like another like extravagant look and like something really crazy, and like you have to use all these eyeshadows. I feel like you get carried away a little. She definitely helped me out by giving me that suggestion. So this is me just doing that. Like that already looks so pretty. I have to blend it obviously, but let's do the other side. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my Smith 230 brush, and I'm gonna use that to buff along the edges. So what I noticed with this eyeshadow is that it has that silver taupe look, but when you start to blend into it, it blends just the taupe color. So it's gonna look like we have a color in the crease. There's no eyeshadow on this brush. Just blending this out. If you want to apply a crease color first, because that's like what you're comfortable with, then go ahead, but honestly, I don't feel like you really need to. When I want to do an easy makeup look, but I want it to look bam, especially if you're gonna be at an event with low light, I love to use the Midnight Cowboy from Urban Decay. If you ever want anything that's gonna make you sparkle, this is like the best product, my favorite of all times. Just goes with everything. So what I like to do is just put this on top to add more sparkle, but I don't want it to be too all over the place. So I start in the middle and just lightly graze all over the lid, and then tap it with my finger to kind of like disperse the glitter. If you guys don't follow me on Snap, I got to go to the Victoria's Secret show and it was like amazing. I'm still trying to get over it. If you're not subscribed to my vlog channel, Steven and I, we have a vlog channel and I'll link it in the description box. We put a vlog up of the trip to Paris and the show, and it was just like incredible, amazing. Like, I don't know, I just watched the show on TV and I was like, wow, I can't believe we were there. We're gonna use more of this after we do our face makeup, but right now, since I haven't done my concealer and stuff, I don't wanna get it too close to this area. I'm gonna be covering that with concealer. But for now, this is what it looks like. Oof, just wait till you get under like a low light. It's gonna look so good. I want it to look almost like a wet galaxy lid, like an explosion of glitter, if you will. Almost a little bit editorial. Oh yes. Do you see it? Do you see how it looks wet, Steven? Are you watching? Are you looking?
I'm watching, I see it.
Okay, good. I think I'm gonna do a wing. You could definitely not do a wing and just add lashes, but I feel like I need a wing for what I have going on. If you are not as comfortable doing a winged liner, I suggest doing an outline with shadow first, because I feel like it's more forgiving. It's a little bit easier to work with. So I'm just gonna take any black eyeshadow. Here I have a jet black LORAC palette. I'm gonna start at the corner and head towards the tail of my brow. Lightly trace back down towards the lid. That's the hardest part. And when you do it with eyeshadow, it's so much easier. And if you mess up, just get a makeup wipe and clean up the edges here. Now I'm gonna go into the gel liner and apply that right over the guide we made. So as I go in, I'm just gonna thin out the liner because I just want it to be extreme on the outer part of my eye, not so much this inner corner. I don't want to cover all that glitter we just put on. So just start to fade it into the lash line. So I'm gonna finish off the eyes after my foundation. I'm gonna be using the NARS All Day Luminous Silk in medium dark Syracuse and the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte. I'm gonna mix these two together because it's been a winning combo for me. So I just have my little dish here. Just put a dollop of that on there. The L'Oreal Infallible is in the shade 108. It's a little light for me, so that's the reason I started mixing this in there. Also, the Pro Matte is really, really matte, and I love to have a more luminous look, but I just also love how this wears throughout the day, so I decided to mix the NARS one in there. I'm gonna take a flat carroty brush. This is a F23. I like to mix the foundation with this flat brush and then apply it straight onto the face. Mixes it really well. Get a nice, smooth, even layer everywhere. And then I take the Beauty Blender and blend it out with. All right, so we're gonna move on to concealer. I'm gonna put a little bit of ginger right here from NARS. And I like to put this really close, not really close, but closer to my lash line. And then I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, apply that right on top, but I don't like to take the Shape Tape too close up to my crease. Well, I don't really like to take any concealer too close to my crease, honestly. But I feel like this covers the darkness, like the hollows of anyone's eyes really well. And I'm also gonna place that along the sides of the nose. When I first tried this concealer, I wasn't really like shook by it, and everyone kept saying how much they liked it, and I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure about it yet. I realized it's because like my under eyes were really dry at the moment. This under eye concealer is very like, it's set, so you don't have to really set it. It's really full coverage. For that reason, because my under eyes were so dry, I don't think it was agreeing with me, but now that my skin's like normal again, especially my under eyes are a little bit more balanced now, it works so good. It like covers everything. So I get it now. I'm also gonna use it to sharpen the wing. I'm also gonna take that Shape Tape, highlight the center of my nose. Doop, doop. Cupid's bow and chin. Using the concealer down the bridge of my nose makes it look more straight. It can give you any shape that you want, really. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my under eyes using my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Start on the sides of my nose and then bring it under the eyes, down the center of the nose. It's kind of hard for me to make a straight line every time I'm like, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. Since we're letting that sit for a second, I'm gonna go ahead and contour my nose. I'll be using the Kat Von D Shade Light palette. I'm gonna use the center color here. Ooh, this is the one. Smith 247 Bomb Blending Brush. A really tapered, fine point, so you could contour your nose really nicely. Lightly applying shadow on the sides of the light powder that's down the center of the nose. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just lightly dust that powder away under the eyes using a Sigma tapered highlight brush. I'm gonna leave the nose bake for a hot minute just because I'm not ready to let that go yet. And I'm gonna set my face using the La Mer setting powder. Kind of just gonna set my forehead along the contour areas, the chin and the nose. Actually, I'm just gonna wipe that off once I set the nose. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish off the face makeup and then do the rest of the eyes. I'm gonna use the Guerlain bronzer in the shade 03. Apply that with a Smith 112 brush. I'm doing circular motions. You also wanna apply that around the hairline. As a highlight, I'm first gonna go in with the Ofra Shadow in Bliss. This could be used as an eyeshadow or a highlight. It's actually really poppin'. Look at that glow. It gives off a frosty glow, which is nice because that's what I want to go with my eyeshadow look. Like a snow bunny. Taking my bronzer brush and just running right along the edges so it's not super harsh. Obviously I'm going for like a pretty dramatic highlighted look. If you want to wear it toned down, you can tone it down, but if you're trying to be extra like me, then, you know, this is what I'm doing. I want to glow. I want to look like a glazed Krispy Kreme donut. I want to look like Britney Spears and I'm a slave for you. I want to look sweaty. That highlight honestly has me a little shook right now. It's an eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlight and it just, ooh, it may be too much for some, but not for me. I'm gonna be using the City Cosmetics Be Matte Blush, and I'm gonna go into the more toned down one over here. This one, Guava. You gotta make this face. So I feel like the skin is done for now. All right, Stephen, will you hit me with the zoom? Boom. Thank you so much. Honestly, this is like one of the easiest eye makeup looks I've ever done, like the eyeshadow, and it's one of my favorites. I will wear this on New Year's Eve, and it'll take me no time. I'm gonna go back into this LORAC palette that I was using earlier. This is a good palette when you need just basic brown and black and just like the basics. So I'm gonna go into chocolate, and I'm just gonna use that on the outer part of the lower lash line. I'm gonna use my Dose of Colors pencil brush to blend that out. I may even go back into the same color that we used on our lids, the Urban Decay color, and see what that looks like on the under eye. I'm thinking I may add a little bit of that Midnight Cowboy to the inner corner right here. Yes. I feel like I'm just going through my thought process with you guys. This is one of those looks where it was like you just have an idea. I've never done it before or practiced it, but I just wanted to film it, so we're going with the motions right now. I'm gonna go back into that Ofra highlight, or that eyeshadow, and use it as my inner corner highlight before I go in with any more glitter. Dude, this is honestly like one of my new favorites, and it's the first time I'm using it. It is so bomb. For mascara, I'm gonna be using the Maybelline The Colossus Big Shot Mascara. I just need a nice base for my false lashes. By the way, I started using castor oil on my eyebrows, my eyelashes, and I'm about to start using it on my hair, honestly. It's supposed to make your lashes, your hair grow, so hopefully it works. I noticed the other day at the gym, I'm like, man, I don't have fake lashes anymore, fake hair in my hair anymore, or fake nails. Probably not gonna put my nails on for like a minute. I need to give my nails a break. I need to give my hair a break. I need to give my lashes a break. Next week has lashes, fake hair, and fake nails again. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes. I'll be using my Iconics. Kind of try to apply them like on the outer corner because I want my eyes to look more like that. I'm gonna use this Hikari Felt Tip Liquid Liner in the shade Iris. Because I'm not using any bottom lashes, I'm just going to do this trick that I learned from Shayla's channel, which is doing little dots. If you do little tiny dots on your lower lash line, it'll like accentuate the lashes when you add mascara. And you won't be able to see them once you add a little bit of mascara. So I'm gonna try to build what I got going on, my mascara. It's a little something. Well, you know, we can't say I didn't try. Now we're gonna move on to the fun stuff. I'm gonna do a red lip because I wanna be extra festive today. But of course you could pair this with a nude lip, a red lip, a vampy lip. All my dogs are running around the room right now, so sorry if you can hear them. but I'm going for red. And I'm gonna first line them with my Natasha Denona lip liner in the shade L16. I'm gonna be using the Jouer lip cream in Cerise. I believe that's how you say it. I'm gonna be trying out this Smashbox Instamatte Topper. You can put this on top of any like lip cream like this. This one's already kind of matte, but to make it super matte and velvety looking, you can apply this right over top. All right, so that's it for this makeup toot. What did you guys think? Sometimes when you make videos, you forget that it's like, okay, that's a difficult thing. Blending is really difficult. Getting the gradient is really difficult. So I wanna try to kind of sprinkle in videos that I know everyone can achieve, and they still look amazing. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you guys say in the comments below the difficulty level of this makeup look is? 1 being the easiest, 10 being the most difficult. Let me know what you thought. I'll see you guys in my next video. Adios. Look what you got. All right.